In-
Attends.
Hello, hello, Muriel. Thanks for joining. How are you doing?
I'm doing fine, thank you, Suzanne. Doing
Oh,
fine.
it's
Thanks
so
for having
nice
me.
to have you. I am honored. It's a pleasure to have you as our cover guest this month on Corporate Beauty Secrets, the newsletter where we share personal brand image tips and also natural beauty recipes. So today we're going to talk about personal branding, and I know that you are a great coach as a personal in personal branding. You coached me, so I can tell, I can testify for sure. And as part of personal branding is authenticity. So we're going to talk about authenticity. But before we start talking, I would like you to introduce yourself. Who is Miss Purple Coach?
Thank you, Suzanne. Thank you. It's a real pleasure. So I am Muriel Atipo, my French name, alias Miss Purple Coach, or AKA Miss Purple Coach.
Okay.
And I'm known as well as an accelerator of destiny. I believe that the world will be better if everyone find the life purpose and fulfill it. And when I
Okay.
found my life purpose, basically everything changed. I've managed to gradually make the dream that I had when I was 17 to be an entrepreneur come through. And today I'm very, very, very glad to be able to help
Mhm.
individuals and more specifically
Mhm.
women and female entrepreneurs, not only
Okay.
to find their purpose, but to fulfill that purpose in
Okay.
becoming an entrepreneur,
Okay.
building their own authentic brand and write
Okay.
their very first book so they can have a major impact in their
Okay.
work. So this is what I'm about.
Okay. And so I understand that you are helping entrepreneurs, but you also give them a platform to express themselves and share their stories. Recently, you had a conference with women entrepreneurs. Can you tell us a little bit about it?
Yes, indeed. As a personal brand strategist, I not only work with women on their personal brand strategy, but I
Okay.
also have as a mission to help women to write their first book. So last year and this year actually launched about a couple years ago, actually,
Okay.
my very first conference, annual conference called the Extraordinary Women Be More, Do More on the
Mm-hmm.
month of March. And
Mm-hmm.
this year, that was the third edition. So I had the pleasure for the last 2 years to be helping women write the books. And not only that, to help them to share their story on stage as
Mm-hmm.
a conference speaker. So the 11th of March this year, I've organized that conference and I had about a couple of women which I've been coaching throughout the year to actually come on stage. So that was just amazing. And it
Oh,
happened in
wow.
Paris, France. Yeah, that was really good.
Wonderful. Congratulations. I saw some
Thank you.
pictures on Instagram, on your LinkedIn pages, and all that. So I want to ask you, what is authenticity to you, and how do you apply it to your own personal branding strategy?
Hmm. So for me, authenticity is just the art or the freedom that we all have actually to be you, to be yourself, really, to be
Okay.
myself. So,
Mhm.
so it's just a matter of have that liberty to be able to be you, and no matter what people think, no matter what people say, you
Mhm.
just have that liberty, and you express that liberty throughout your, whether it be as a person, as a
Mhm.
mom, as a female entrepreneur, a female professional, really. So we all have something unique, and I think that when we actually give ourselves the liberty to express that uniqueness, then
Mhm.
we are authentic. So
Okay.
being you and also being able to express your values, your stories, part of your authenticity, your gift
Mhm.
makes you authentic. So all of this makes a person authentic. This is what I
Mhm.
believe.
Wow, wonderful. And so, being authentic is also being true to your own image, right? And image counts in
Mhm.
personal branding. So I've noticed that you always have a very glowing skin, flawless, and very, very appealing, I must say. So I want to ask you,
Mhm.
what is your beauty secret to such a glowing skin?
I actually believe that we glow from the inside out.
Oh,
So it's
great.
just my like natural, authentic glow. I am kind of a person who
Mm-hmm.
love to be joyful. So okay, I love to have a love to smile. I'm a smiley person. So I think that when you allow what's inside you, your energy, your essence to shine from the inside out, then you begin to glow as well in your
Mm-hmm.
skin. So that's my main beauty secret. I've got two actually, but that's the main one, to allow yourself to glow from the inside out. And the
Mm-hmm.
second one is that I've been drinking lots of water. I just love water. So for decades, actually, I've really educated myself to have the habit to drink water, and I would drink water throughout the day, and I would even drink water before going to bed. And if I
Okay.
have to awake and drink water, I will do it. So I can't go to sleep without a pot of water next to me. So even now, I've got my water bottle,
Ah,
running, and I'll sip some as well.
oh, you made me feel like drinking my water too, because I'm
Okay,
also a very big fan of water. And do
that's
you know,
fantastic.
I discovered a secret about drinking. When you
Yeah,
put some few drops of lemon in
yeah,
your water, it's very good for your immune system. It will boost your immune
exactly,
system. So it's a very good tip.
exactly,
So
exactly.
use a lot of water, drink a lot of
Yeah,
water. And
as
so,
well.
as you mentioned earlier, you said you were helping women entrepreneurs, and I'm understanding also you are a leadership coach. So I guess you also help women in corporate. So I want to ask you, what type of tips can you give a businesswoman, a woman entrepreneur, a career-oriented woman to stay on top of their game?
To stay on top of the game is basically number one, know why they do what they do. Whether
Mm-hmm,
you be in a corporate world or as an entrepreneur, you need to
mm-hmm,
know your why. Okay, the
mm-hmm,
power of the why is just amazing. Because when
mm-hmm.
you know your why, you won't feel the need to compete with somebody else. You will
Okay.
understand you are just in competition with yourself, basically. You will have a
Mm-hmm,
clear idea of where you are aiming at with your career,
mm-hmm,
and you will give yourself the liberty to actually go step by steps. Okay, so knowing your why, having a clear dream, because you need to allow yourself to dream.
mm-hmm.
Okay, to think that you can dream bigger than you
Mhm,
actually dreaming at the moment, and set big goals, even if you go step by step, even if you
mhm,
go slow, but keep going to achieve
mhm,
your
mhm.
dreams.
Wow.
And the other thing that I would say is that know that people buy people. If you
Mhm.
understand that, you need to get to people to know you more, get to
Okay.
people to like you more, and
Mhm,
get to people to trust you more. This is what we call the know, trust, and
mhm,
like factor.
mhm.
So, and basically find something that makes you unique. Share your
Okay.
story, share about
Mhm,
your passion.
mhm,
You know what I mean? For
mhm,
example, the
mhm.
outfit, like
Okay.
something like basically like a color, like myself when I find my color,
Mhm.
purple,
Yeah.
this has helped me to stand out for who I am truly are, from the
Mhm,
inside out.
mhm,
I love to inspire people. So my
mhm,
mission is to inspire people. So I wear my color from the
mhm.
inside out. You
Okay.
see, so have something that makes you
Mhm.
outstanding.
Yeah. So basically, it's all about being unique and standing out,
Yeah,
and also being bright
exactly.
from the inside out. And
Yes.
as you usually say, dare to shine and share your light,
Yeah,
right?
exactly. Exactly.
Wow,
Share your
that's
life
so
with
wonderful. And
somebody
I'm sure it's
else.
the people who are going to listen to this are going to be inspired. So my last question to you is, what are you up next? Because you always have
Oh,
something, coming up. So what's the next thing that is coming up for you?
good, fantastic. Thanks for asking. So I am already preparing for the next edition, the fourth edition of my conference, which is going to be 2024 next year. The Extraordinary Woman Conference is going to happen in France and happen also in Africa. I want to launch it out in Africa. But
Okay.
before that, I'm actually now coaching about 10 women to write their own books so they can be ready in the next 6 months to launch out. And some of
Mm-hmm.
them can also come up stage next year. And
Wow.
before that, by
Mm-hmm.
June, I will organize my first annual summit conference on personal brands, which is called the
Wow.
Wow Factor, which is the name of my
Ah,
third book. So I'm preparing for that June, and I will
okay.
have different speakers to be
Mm-hmm.
able to help female entrepreneurs who are starting off with brand tips, with sales tips, with marketing tips, and mindset
Wow.
tips. And it's called the Wow
Okay.
Factor Conference.
Wow. It's just gonna be wow. It's already
Yes,
wow. The wow thing is coming out of my mouth. So
exactly.
I'm sure it's going to be wow. So really,
Definitely.
thank you so much, Muriel, aka
You're
Miss
welcome.
Purple Coach. Thank you for being with us and sharing these tips, these nuggets of wisdom on
Thank you.
authenticity and on personal branding. And to all my audience, please, if you need to know more about your personal branding, how to go about it, just do like me. Follow this lady, Miss Purple Coach, on Instagram, on LinkedIn, on Facebook, and I'm sure you'll be enlightened. See you next time.
See
Cheers.
you. Thank you. Bye bye.
Bye bye, Marielle.